Well, the Kinmen episode is not a one-off episode in the already bitter Taiwan-China relations. There have been multiple occasions when China has exerted pressure on the island nation into accepting its sovereignty. Let's now understand how China has been employing grey zone operations as part of a comprehensive strategy to pressurize Taiwan. First, let's understand what are grey zone operations. Grey zone operations are coercive, aggressive activities but are designed to stay below the threshold of triggering a major conflict. China frequently employs crewed air patrols into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. Frequent sorties started in 2020 and spiked in August 2022 after the visit of the then US House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to Taiwan. Beijing also applies military pressure on Taiwan using uncrewed aerial vehicles, UAVs or drones. In September 2022, China's People's Liberation Army, PLA, flew a UAV across the median line for the first time. A civilian drone flew over the Kinmen Islands the same month. In April 2023, a PLA combat drone made the first publicly reported flight completely around Taiwan. At sea, PLA Navy planned vessels spend more time closer to Taiwan compared with previous years. China also conducts large-scale military exercises in Taiwan's vicinity, including more drills east of Taiwan in recent years. In August 2022, China fired 11 ballistic missiles towards Taiwan. This was after the then US House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi made a solidarity trip to the island nation. In July 2023, the Chinese army sent 38 warplanes and 9 Navy vessels around Taiwan. Thereafter, in October 2023, China had sent fighter jets to monitor and warn the US Navy patrol aircraft that flew through the Taiwan Strait. More recently, in January this year, China sent more than 30 warplanes and a group of Navy ships towards the self-ruled island nation. Not just this, China has imposed economic sanctions on Taiwan in various ways. Over the past 8 years, China has sharply curtailed tourism travel to Taiwan and banned imports of food products ranging from pineapples to processed foods. China has also imposed sanctions on leading Taiwanese political figures in response to visits from US congressmen in recent years. Again, in August 2022, when Nancy Pelosi visited the island, China imposed sanctions, including entry bans on 7 pro-independence Taiwanese officials and lawmakers. Those sanctioned include Taiwan's de facto ambassador to the US, activist Lin Fan. Further, China has also worked to isolate Taiwan diplomatically by pressurizing countries to sever official ties with Taiwan and recognize the People's Republic of China instead. Some of these nations include Burkina Faso, Panama, and the Dominican Republic. Taiwan has thus, over the years, lost several diplomatic allies to China's influence, reducing its international recognition and leverage. Taiwan had been a World Health Assembly observer from 2009 to 2016, but lost its observer status at the UN body thanks to China's pressure tactics. The question now arises is, how does Taiwan respond to these Chinese pressure tactics? Does it bow down to China? The answer is no. Taiwanese feel proud of their resilience in the face of China's escalating pressure. The sentiment is mirrored in the top leadership as well. Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has signaled that Taiwan will not flinch, but will also not provoke. But in order to ensure that it cannot be forced to accept the path China has laid down, Taiwan continues to bolster its defenses. This includes purchasing weapons from the United States. Taiwan has been working to strengthen US-Taiwan relations and engage with the world to solidify global support for them.